The first step to make your radial tile design is to get your square piece of paper, and you're going to fold it in half, carefully matching up those corners. And then you're going to fold it in half again. Again, carefully matching up those corners. So you went from a big square to a small square. Once you have it fully folded up, I want you to find where the fully folded corner is, and then the corner that has no folds. Okay, the corner that has no folds is the outside corner. The corner that has all the folds is the center corner. Okay? If you would like, you could get a ruler and you could draw a border along the outside edge or the edges with no folds. So you know where the outside is versus the center, right? So the border is my outside edge and this is my center. And then you're gonna draw your design. Could be any design that you want, right? If you wanted something going around the center, you could draw a quarter of a circle. So I'm drawing a whole circle. I'm just drawing part of the circle. You can make any design that you want. I'm trying to think, what do I want to make? Once you have your design, then you want to go back with your pencil and press really hard. And you want to make those lines really dark. You don't have to be precise about it. I'm just going over really quick, coloring those lines back in. I'm going over those lines because I want a lot of the graphite on my paper, because we're going to end up magically kind of transferring it from one part of the paper to the other. So once I've gone over it real quick, there's lots of pencil on my paper. I'm gonna open my paper up. So I'm gonna fold it in half so that what I drew is touching an empty square. So this is the one that I drew on. Now I'm gonna use either like at the back of a Sharpie or something, and I'm gonna rub really hard. Not so hard that you tear your paper, but hard enough so that when you check, you can see that the pencil is transferring to the other side of my paper. And if you can like feel where you were drawing with your pencil, if you're pressing really hard, you'll be able to like feel it really go over those parts. And if you look really close, it might be hard to see on this video, but if you look really close, I can kind of see where I drew. And you can check as you go to see if you got your whole design. And try to guess where you missed. I think I missed this corner. And check again. So I'm missing this part in the middle. And it's okay, you might not get the whole design on there. You want to get it enough because then you're going to trace it again. Okay, so it's really light. It's not really dark. I'm going to use my pencil. Oh, I missed the border part. I want the border. Did I get it at the time? Yeah, I got it. So then I'm going to use my pencil, and the part that I just copied onto the side of the paper, I'm going to use my pencil and I'm going to press really hard on top of them to make them appear. I'm kind of having to look at what I did on this first part to figure out where my lines go for this other half. And again, I want it really dark, so I'm pressing hard. I want a lot of pencil on there so I know what I did. Okay, and then I'm gonna go back over on this side also. So the original side I did, I'm gonna put more pencil on top of it. Okay, now I gotta copy the other half. So we're going to fold it over so that, right, the half I drew already touches the half that I haven't, that's blank. I'm only folding it at once, and now I've got to rub over both of these sides, right? So this is gonna take a little while. So I'm gonna take my time, making sure I go over all of it. Pressing hard with the back of my Sharpie. Check it as you go, seeing that it's coming up. Okay, so once you feel like you've got it copied, right, you can either go back over it in pencil or get yourself a black Sharpie and trace over all of your lines. Oh, I didn't really make a circle there. I kind of made like a diamondy thing. So tracing over your lines carefully with pencil. Like you know what you're gonna do. You can get a black Sharpie and start tracing over your lines. And there are regular Sharpies over there, and there are also extra fine Sharpies if you wanted to make really delicate, thin lines. Again, if you're afraid you're gonna make a mistake, do it in pencil first before you do the Sharpie part. And keep going until you got the whole thing.